And as we've been discussing, there were also a series of economic developments today, including what we just heard from the president in the Oval Office, again criticizing the Fed chair, as well as his announcement that he is ending trade talks with Canada. Joining me now is CNBC economics editor Jeff Cox. Jeff, thank you so much for being here. So let's start big picture. What impact will the deal with China, the lack of a deal with Canada, on the U.S. economy have on the U.S. economy? And we should say that there are really parameters of a deal with China.
Yeah, Kristen, there are so many unknowns out here, and this has been the case ever since Trump started to wave the tariff bat around. As far as the China deal goes, it's obviously the devil is going to be very much in the details there. We really don't know to what extent we're going to be getting rare earth materials from them. We don't know to what extent we're going to be sharing technology with the Chinese. So it really all, there are just a ton of variables here. Market reaction, very interesting today on this. We were up very sharply earlier in the session. The news came out from Trump about Canada. Markets turned back around. We had gone slightly negative for a little bit, and then we closed very strong. So I think the market still looks at this at Donald Trump right now as kind of the president who cried tariffs. They're still not taking these threats terribly seriously right now and assuming that at some level a deal will get worked out. That's not going to be the worst case scenario.
Let me ask you quickly, with the less than a minute that we have, there's a new report out this morning that core inflation rose to 2.7% in May. It was higher than expected. What do you think this says about the state of the economy and the president's policies?
Essentially, it just says that inflation continues to inch higher. I think that by now, some economists had expected tariffs to work their way into the data a little bit more than they have. Most economists who I speak to say we still have to wait this out through the summer to see exactly what the impact is going to be. Of course, the president, again, going after Jay Powell today, hectoring them to lower interest rates. Not likely to happen. Very low probability priced in by markets. Still not expecting that first rate cut to come until at least September, and we'll see what happens between now and then. But President obviously very adamant that he wants lower interest rates.
He sure is. We continue to hear that familiar refrain anytime the Fed chair's name comes up. Jeff Cox, thank you so much for the great information.
We thank you for watching, and remember, stay updated on breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or watch live on our YouTube channel.